You can mix all of these colors using just 5 tubes of paint. This is the Red-Green Limited palette. While I personally use it less often than the Blue-Orange palette, it can be used to create dramatic portraits or still life paintings. Here's what you'll need: Alizarin Crimson, Phthalo Green, Cadmium Yellow Light, Yellow Ochre, and white. I used titanium white. You will also need a couple of palette knives, I like these pointed ones, and some paper towels or rags to clean them off. I first start by organizing my palette. I put a blob of red paint on one side and a blob of green on the other, and then on the bottom I put a couple of drops of our mixing paints: cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, and titanium white. Let's start with our black. Mix together Alizarin Crimson and Phthalo Green. I usually need to add a little more Alizarin Crimson because Phthalo Green is so pigmented. As you're mixing, you'll want to make sure that your final result comes to a deep black rather than a dark green. Once that's done, I add the black to the top of my palette. Here, we'll split our black and mix together with cadmium yellow, alizarin crimson, and phthalo green. Phthalo green and black makes a dark, dark green. Alizarin crimson and black makes this deep red. And then cadmium yellow and black makes this nice olive green. You can also mix your black with titanium white to get this sort of slate grayish blue color, and with yellow ochre to get brown. You might see here that our brown looks more like a deep olive, so let's fix that. All you need to do is add a little more alizarin crimson, and you should end up with this nice, deep, chocolatey brown. Let's further modify our browns. Down at the bottom right, you have brown mixed with cadmium yellow. This creates a sort of sickly baby poop brown. I don't use it very often, but you might find it helpful. At the top, brown mixed with yellow ochre creates a neutral sort of goldenrod. Then, bottom left, brown with white creates this sort of chalky, almost grayish brown. If you wanted to paint some lips for a portrait, you could add a little bit of alizarin crimson to these browns. Down at the bottom, brown plus white and alizarin crimson creates this sort of mauve color. Brown, yellow ochre, and red create this nice sort of wine red that I would love to bottle up in a lipstick tube. To create skin tones or beiges, you can take your brown and then add white, yellow ochre, and cadmium. This creates a sort of cafe au lait color. From here, you can lighten it or darken it, add a little bit of alizarin crimson if it's looking like a cadaver. The possibilities are endless. Let's now add a little vibrancy with some lighter colors. We'll mix alizarin crimson, phthalo green, and yellow ochre with some white to get pastel pink, a sort of teal, and a very light yellow. These can be further modified as well. Up at the top, I put some yellow ochre to make a more neutral color. Down at the bottom, I've added yellow cadmium to brighten them up. You can see the difference here, especially in the pinks. The bottom, which is pink mixed with cadmium yellow, creates a sort of salmon-y pink color, whereas the top creates a way more muted terracotta color. Now that we've mixed everything, here's our palette again. I keep my reds on one side of my palette and my greens on the other, and then I put neutrals in the middle. I hope this was helpful in helping you get started with mixing oil paints. This here is just a sample using what we've mixed up today, but the possibilities are really endless.